everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Giants going up against the Redskins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the New York Giants. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry down for Rob Kelly. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Cousins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Throwing, Cousins. It's caught, Shepard. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Thompson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, Cousins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Cousins now on second down. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On play action, Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a first down throw. Webb. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Ryan Anderson. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over. Over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Webb now from the gun. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Now Webb. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Webb out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Thompson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zach Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Landry now on the returns. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, Hill. And some room to roam now. There goes Jeremy Hill. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, a run with Thompson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because
Jarvis Landry, the 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 42 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. On 1st down, it's Webb. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And now running right, Jarvis Landry. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. Jarvis Landry with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he's got it up and through. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Cousins now. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Matt Ioannidis able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. To throw on second down, here's Webb being chased out left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Paul. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 3rd down, Webb. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And now out come the Giants. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here come the Redskins now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And
the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now we've got whistles here before the snap. Was this on the Redskins? I think so. The Redskins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and forever. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Landry. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run with Hill, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry, it's Hill, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Webb, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Webb now. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Jack, Patriot!
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want
blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Second down, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Third and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Devon Kennard. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Webb to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
No, check, Patriots!
Now a first down throw, Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Smith in there to get him for his second sack of the night. On second down, Webb steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Cousins now on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Third and goal for Cousins. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
One last shot now for Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these
explosion.